Alright guys, we're back with another video today. It's my last mail day just before I head away. I had to kind of dip into my holiday funds to pick up one really nice card in here that I will show off. Let's get straight into it. Let's go into a card of a player that I've been chasing for a long while. So there's not many cards that I would kind of have as, you know, as long-term holds. If there's a player that I would see myself holding in, you know, if you ask me right now, all right, pick a few cards to hold in 5 years' time. A card like this is probably one of them that I would kind of have. And it's a Bill Russell. This is the Acetate Shadow Box. Immaculate on-card autograph out of 25. Honestly, one of the best players of all time. Top 5, potentially. You know, definitely top 10, but you're looking in that 5-6 range if you really want to rank them. Like, yeah, Bill Russell just incredible. Has passed away I think a couple of years ago off the top of my head. So not going to be signing anymore, but you know, to find an on-card autograph of Bill Russell, you're looking in that $500 to $600 range. And I just think in time, you know, these will slowly kind of go up because Bill Russell's iconic, especially for Boston Celtics, you know, fans, not even for that, for just fans in general. But yeah, just incredible, really nice card. I think I got this one pretty much just a little bit under comps, but I just see this one as one that I'll kind of just lock away and hold in the long term. You know, I think with these sort of really cheap, like, you know, relatively cheaper cards, you're talking like sub $1,000. There's not many cards that you kind of would want to hold longer term because they probably won't go up that much. But I think of Bill Russell on-card autograph, let's see where we're looking at in 5 years' time. All right, next bunch of pickups. So by the time this video comes out, I am going to be in the States. But when I was obviously, you know, I've got my holiday funds all kind of ready for the trip. I haven't really been buying as many cards. But when these two cards came up, I had to kind of dip into the holiday funds for these cards because they just provided good value. And one of the cards or one of the players that's in this lot, I've been chasing for a while. And unfortunately, I've had kind of really bad timing with it. So let's go with this one first up. So I paid just over $400 for this one. I think it's comping at about $600 to $650. So I think really good value here. Unfortunately, he's done his ACL though, so he's not going to be playing for the rest of the season, but his rookie season was really good. Optic Downtown of Malik Neighbors. This is the last year that, you know, Panini are going to be doing the Downtowns. Actually, I might have that wrong. Maybe 2025. No, 2025 is the last one. I've gotten that completely wrong. But Malik Neighbors, regardless, is a really nice player. I think it's going to be one that I just try to flip in America. You know, I bought it for $400. People pay stronger in America. You're looking at like 90 to 95% of comps for case hits. So if we're talking the comps being $650, someone's going to pay me around $600, I hope. So get a $200 profit there. We'll see if that works out. You'll probably see it in the future Dallas Card Show vlogs that I do. But Malik Neighbors, Optic Downtown, really nice card. Not something I'm going to be trying to hold long term like Bill Russell. But this is the card I dipped into the holiday funds for. Drake May. You probably could have found this card for $200 to $300 cheaper. Drake May is someone I wanted to buy a card of for a few weeks. Maybe not even a few weeks, a few months I'd say. But I was kind of just holding off because his autos are unlicensed. I'm like, what card do I go for? My number one podcast that I listen to regularly, other than Case File, which is True Crime, is the Bill Simmons podcast. Love or hate Bill Simmons, biggest sports podcast that you can probably find out there. I really do like Bill Simmons. I know people are a bit hit and miss with him, but regardless, I find he provides a pretty relatively biased or an unbiased view into the Patriots. He calls it as it is for the Patriots. I feel like he isn't too much of a homer when it comes to that. And yeah, well, last season he didn't think the Patriots were going to go too well. This season, and he's been banging on about Drake May for a while. He's like, I think Drake May is incredible for what he did last season. And I was like, you know what? I like you, Bill Simmons. Let's try and get, you know, a card of Drake May that I can kind of hold it on for the longer term. Now, if you don't know NFL, I haven't had the best luck with NFL, so you kind of have to be really good with your prospecting because once a player goes nuts, they go really nuts. So you talk about Patrick Mahomes, his cards are out of reach for you know, someone like me. Josh Allen was in the same boat as well. Like, I was able to get some Josh Allen cards and then I sold them, but I didn't think he would be the player that he is nowadays. I never had any Lamar Jackson cards. So I went prospecting and I tried to go for players that I thought would pop off. I really liked Trevor Lawrence in his, in his college seasons. Thought he had one of the, an all-time college career. So I bought a bunch of his and Zach Wilson cards. So you've got to be really early on them. Zach Wilson, God, I don't even know we should talk about Zach Wilson. He's the third QB at Miami, which is saying a lot because he's behind Tua. And then with Trevor Lawrence, he's almost like 50-50 to like be the starter for the Jaguars in 2 to 3 seasons' time. But regardless, with that whole spiel, I've been wanting to get a Drake May card because I think you got to get these players before they pop off. He didn't have the greatest week 1. That would have been the best time to buy that. I was like, oh, wait. And then he's looked incredible. He looks like a top 5 MVP candidate in his second season. And then this card came up for $950. The comps raw for this were $12 to $12.50 at the time. So that's raw. You're looking at a PSA 9. These never are guaranteed to get a grade of a PSA 9. So you can't just say they line up to being $1,200. I think this value at the moment will be about $1,300 considering I bought it for $950. I was talking to my good mate, Primetime Sports Cards, Lockie, and I was like, Josh Allen's, people compare this guy to Josh Allen. Josh Allen's rookie downtowns raw are going for $5,000 Australian. So could this card in time become that? I mean, it's all projecting. Is he going to become that good? I think this is going to be one that I kind of just hold. Not sure if I try to flip it. If I get a quick flip, obviously, if I can get like a $300 to $400 flip on it, you can't really, profit's profit. But I don't know. I really like Drake May. I want to have a card of him to hold in the medium to long term. Not like maybe Bill Russell, but maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, I want to have a Drake May card. So this is that card for now. I get a little bit annoyed with the unlicensed cards from Topps. Like, that's why I don't have a CJ Stroud card, or I never bought one. So this is it, the downtowns. I know a lot of people don't like the downtowns, but I do like them. I do like the kabooms. I do think they are relatively iconic. All right, so the last bunch of cards, we have a lot here. So I paid just over $500 for these. There's 75 cards in here, a mixture of NFL and NBA. And it works out to be around, off the top of my head, about $5 per card. So a lot of this stuff will go into bargain boxes, and then there's a few nicer cards to kind of balance it out. Always try to fill up the bargain boxes for you guys with not cards that aren't crappy. So yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown out of 75 Origins. I'm trying to get away from these sorts of cards as well. But again, when the value's there and there's something that can make up the total cost of the lot itself, I will always look at it. And then to fill up the bargain boxes again is always a tick. So I'm very selective with these sorts of lots nowadays. Amon-Ra St. Brown out of 75 Origins. Justin Herbert Spectra Silver. Silver Spectras in NFL unnumbered to out of 149. Tyler Scott Donruss clearly auto. Puka Nacua clearly Donruss. Max Crosby out of 50 certified. Really cool card that I've got to probably put to the side and send into consignment. Eric Dickerson, Kansas Kings, not from any specific game or event. Rashad White Optic with Bucky Irving out injured at the moment. The circles out of 125. CeeDee Lamb out of 49. Jamal Charles out of 35. George Kittle yellow out of 75. Tanner McKee Silver Prism Auto. Kendre Miller Donruss clearly Donruss Auto. Jason Witten purple out of 50. Might actually bring that one to Dallas. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. I don't think that is numbered. That is just an insert. Rashad White out of 175, purple clear Donruss. Eli Manning, press proof, numbered out of 75. So I know I haven't really shown off anything yet, but there are cards that will make up a fair bit of this lot. Tom Brady, green field, not numbered. Marquise Brown, Kyler Murray, 3-color patch, dual absolute. This guy is incredible. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Got a really nice card of him out of 225, select number. I'll definitely put this one off to the side because I think the time to sell for him is now, even though I think he might be a really good wide receiver. Herbert, field level base. Bijan Robinson, gold, clearly Donruss, not numbered. Devontae Adams, heat wave, numbered copper. Zach Charbonnet, Origins on-card autograph. Christian McCaffrey, gold, standard jersey. So yeah, these are some of the cards that will make up a bunch of it. I don't know why there's some NBA cards sprinkled in here as well, but I'm not going to complain because I'm going to add this Alperen Şengün to my PC. The Prism Choice Auto. Franz Wagner, Silver Prism auto as well. Cade Cunningham, I mean, for a Cade Cunningham auto, you're looking at $100 plus already. So, I mean, that's 100. I'd say that's probably about 50 off the top of my head. And I'd say that's about 50, so 200. And then the Jalen Williams Prism auto, I'd say it's about $70 to $80. So you're looking at $280 there. And then you've got to try and make up the rest of the lot. And there's definitely a lot here to make up that cost, I think. Irma Smith Marset Select Auto, Rondale Moore, Illusions RJA, we have a Mark Brunel, Tools of the Trade, DJ, not going to try and say that, Jalen Darden, Contenders Auto, Tristan Wirfs, Green Scope, Travion Williams, Select Auto, AJ Brown, Dragon Scale, which is a very, very popular parallel. Devontae Adams playing well for the Rams right now, not at a 99, immaculate. Matthew Stafford, pink die cut, numbered out of 5, looking like an MVP candidate at the moment. Really, really nice card, definitely putting that to the side. Jalen Carter, out of 99, Optic Contenders, rookie ticket. Carson Wentz, 2016 Silver Prism. In this year of NFL Prism, every card was a silver, which is pretty crazy to think. And now starting for the Vikings, which is also crazy to think. Bailey Zappi, Optic, blue. Christian Gonzalez, out of 99, Elite. We've got one more pile, big pile here. Luke Schoonmaker, out of 30, Spectra. Patrick Mahomes, Tyler Johnson. We have Darrell Green. Travis Kelce, fired up, pink, numbered. Tua Tagovailoa, rookie, out of 99. Puka Nacua, Donruss. This is actually, 2023 clear Donruss is actually numbered out of 100. That's actually his rookie season as well. I was looking at that before. Jordan Addison, newly minted. Michael Wilson, clearly Donruss. Jamar Chase, clearly. Rashee Rice, who's in his return, has looked incredible and helped Mahomes as well. Clayton Tune, Mian Williams, Zach Charbonnet out of 49. Bijan Robinson out of 99. CeeDee Lamb out of 149. Travis Etienne. So a lot of nice stuff for the bargain boxes. Like nothing crazy, but stuff that, people like to pick out and definitely buy. Trey McBride, Myles Garrett out of 149 Origins, Reggie Wayne NT, that one would be numbered out of 99. This is old NT. Deshaun Watson, Dragon Scale, Chris Olave, Gold Standard Jersey, TJ Watt, numbered Obsidian out of 75, Zay Flowers, red numbered Phoenix, we have Julius Peppers Select Dual Jersey, Terrion Arnold, Phoenix Auto, Darnell Wright, Contenders Auto, Dan Marino, Luminance Jersey, Aaron Rodgers, Spectra Jersey. Definitely can't be from any specific game or event because the bloke played one game, and then if this is from 2023, he would have played the one game. So that would have been pretty much it. Jamar Chase, Spectra Jersey, Sauce Gardner, out of 150. LaShawn McCoy out of 25 NT. Deion Sanders, Spectra, numbered out of 99. Jalen Carter out of 99. Trey McBride out of 99. Jonathan Taylor, who is looking like RB1 at the moment. Tricolor, not numbered. And then the Tom Brady with the D spellband there for that lot. So really nice lot. Stuff for the bargain boxes and then some stuff to kind of even out and make back the total cost of that lot. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that mail day. Some really nice stuff there. Bunch of NFL. Card that I also want to hold for the next 5 years in the Bill Russell. And also the lot of cards that I did pick up. If you guys are enjoying the content, leave a like down below, comment down below, hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Take care.